Happy Friday, Fiends. Today we're predicting the winner of every single MLB game on the board today, starting with Paul Skeens against the Cubs. And I do say Paul Skeens against the Cubs because as dominant as he's been, he's only got one win this season. And today, he gets number 2. Then we move on to the Blue Jays against the Phillies. The Blue Jays are slight underdogs at plus 105, and I think it's a great spot for them with Gosman on the bump, matching up well against the Phillies without Harper and Suarez thrown for them. Give me the Jays to get it done. As always, we're going through the leans on every single game today, but if you want my actually researched plays that I send out every single day, just like this yesterday, comment MLB or check my links to get a free trial. Moving on, it's the Marlins against the Nats, an absolutely terrible matchup. Cabrera's on the bump for the Marlins, which I think gives them a slight edge, so I'm going to take the Marlins here. And the Angels are plus 168 against the Orioles, and that's because Kokonovich is thrown, but the Orioles have Morton on the mound, and he's been atrocious this season, so the value's definitely on the Angels. But you see why that over-under is set at 10.5. Neither of these guys can throw. At the Tigers against the Reds, the Tigers are probably putting together a bullpen game, and the Reds are throwing Martinez. I like Martinez against the bullpen at plus 117. And then it's Yankees, Red Sox, and the Red Sox are throwing Garrett Crochet, which means no matter what, I like the Red Sox. Crochet's my Cy Young pick. I think he's going to have a great game, and it's a good matchup too. Yankees are chucking Yarbrough, who's fine, but he's not even half the pitcher that Crochet is. Mets Rays, the Mets are throwing Holmes, and the Rays are throwing Taj Bradley, which once upon a time would have been a great outing, but he's not really putting it together this year. I think against the Mets, it's going to be trouble for him. Give me the Mets. And then it's Rockies against Braves, and Marquez is throwing for the Rockies. He's been decent last game, but other than that, been one of the worst pitchers in the entire MLB. The Braves are going to tee off against him. It's a reason they're minus 283, biggest favorite of the day, and yes, they're going to win. White Sox, Rangers. Rangers went crazy yesterday, put up 16 runs against the Twins. Now they face Hauser. Probably won't do that, but the bats have come alive a little bit. They haven't named a starting pitcher for the game. Again, probably a bullpen game, but I like the Rangers anyway. Twins Astros is practically a pick'em, and this is the game I'd stay furthest away from all day. Absolutely. It's Hauser throwing for the Astros up against Paddock. This is one of the most inconsistent matchups you could have. Give me the Twins though at plus money. Cardinals Brewers is actually a great price. The Brewers are only minus 143 with Peralta against Fetty. Fetty has had a couple decent outings, but he's also prone to disaster. I like the Brewers here, and I like them a lot. A's Royals is going to be Severino against Waka. This is a tough spot. The A's were supposed to be better this year with Severino. They were good for a second. Severino really hasn't come through, but maybe today's his game against the Royals, who really haven't hit. Give me the A's at plus money. Padres D-backs, and the D-backs offense has been absolutely crazy. Nelson's throwing should be a solid game from him. The Padres bats have been up and down, slowed down a little bit. I like the D-backs here. And Giants Dodgers, it's Yamamoto on the bump against Webb. This should be a pitcher's duel, but I definitely have to give the edge to the Dodgers. Yamamoto struggled for a second, but he's been absolutely disgusting, one of the most efficient pitchers in the game. Lastly, it's Guards against Mariners. Mariners have not yet named a starting pitcher. I still like the Mariners here. It's Williams on the bump for the Guardians, and I simply do not trust him. I got all these lines on Novig. If you want those prices, they're in my links, and if you want all my plays, comment MLB.